in the West, a border battle that brings together two schools fighting for a bronze boot. A tribute to a former ROTC instructor, the bronze boot is the ultimate prize in today's resumption of the border war. The Rams will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Wyoming's offense has the ball first today. In the last meeting, Colorado State pulled out a close win against Wyoming.
Yeah, Colorado State executed really good in this border war. In the bronze boot game, they took care of business. In the big moments, they didn't let it bother them. They didn't think about the trophy, and they really took it home.
That was a big win for Colorado State, too, because both them and Wyoming, they recruit a lot of the same players, so it helped them on their recruiting trail during the offseason. This game has a major impact, not just on the standings, but also in recruiting.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Cowboys in the hurry up.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're...
Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes the stop, but the change drove, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. With the run on 1st and goal. Peck's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wyoming.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. Wrap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Colorado State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like...
There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Rams come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down. The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Lawrence. Working the middle. It's complete.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Send the tight end in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And the Rams are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got him downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rams trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing. Where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. And the Cowboys want to move quickly. Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Complete to start this drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Looking left. It's caught downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A strike downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but they've been in a dogfight all day and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over Kennesaw State.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Peters.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Sends it back in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sanders. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively. The personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Got it in the middle, it's John. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The give. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The border war over the Bronze Boot dates back to 1899, but the introduction of the Bronze Boot trophy was started as part of a mutual agreement between each school's respective ROTC departments.
Well, it's nice that there was a mutual agreement, because the very first time these two teams played in 1899, the game was forfeit. Apparently there was breaking of rules. It ended up in a brawl. These two schools have not liked each other for a very long...
There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice game.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there, because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive lineman. You see these guys rush the time. How confusing is it, Palmer? When it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
To the air on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look.
Turning it on. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On the run, it's Sanders. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Back to the ground with the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Second down, he'll throw it. He makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Lost to throw again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Line out trying to get it in. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Trying to bully their way in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cowboys! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Wyoming, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. The spin, still on his feet. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Using the quick game. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Rams can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lawrence. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it on the outside. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just keep slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Cowboys moving quickly to the line.
Another 1st down.
From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
2nd down.
On the ground, it's Sanders. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Colorado State, 17.
And he's going to bring it out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here and trust your reads. Trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Lawrence. defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab on the big throw. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Rams are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Cantrell. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Rams pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Motion from the back. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. That'll be enough for first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. Throwing right. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Rams!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Man, you want to take the lead, you want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game, and I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over UCLA. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Going to swing it on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about
37. And the Colorado State offense will take
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Rams with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the marker. It's John. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Rams just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll keep it himself.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Unloads it left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Yes, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turn.
And that's a great job by the defender that time, locating the ball on the ground and hopping on it for a fumble recovery. And guys, that's the second straight game this guy has had a fumble recovery. Had one their last time out, and he's got another one here.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
21.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Cowboys and Rams. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that old bronze boot.
And the Cowboys will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Throws to the back. Got his man. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Good enough for a first down.
They'll run it from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Lawrence. Hauls it in. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. And the Rams are facing 3rd and inches. He'll go to the sneak. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Works the middle of the field. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Catch in the middle, it's John. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Colorado State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Wyoming, 21.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Duke. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
The inside handoff. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. The Rams can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Lawrence. Makes the grab down the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The give to the tailback. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Colorado State. And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 13 to Nebraska.
Pulls it fired complete.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Throws to the tight end. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Oh, they're after him. Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's got him. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Cowboys have this offense rolling. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. To the air on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Rushes on him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
23-yard line. 4th down coming up.
Looking for a push on 4th down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Touchdown, Wyoming! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To throw, it's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Firing to the right, complete.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Rams will snap it on 1st and 10. They're working that left side. does enough to move the chains. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown Rams! And the stomping has commenced. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And first down for the offense.
They just keep firing. Uncorks it. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. Fourth down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory.
Offense facing fourth down.
Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give out of the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
He's looking to throw on third and short. He's got the back in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
First and goal, Colorado State.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they come to the line on third down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 26 over Kennesaw State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, going to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's batted away. 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Lawrence. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. It's complete to the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Finds his big tight end. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense... to score. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He was on target with his 1st kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. And this one is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Cowboys lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big 1st down. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Here comes the heat. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money. Nice gain on that play, but it leaves it a little short of the 1st down. One of the great rivalries in the West comes to a close with the Rams taking the victory. There will be partying in Fort Collins tonight. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.